Hi everyone, my name is Irshad and I'll be presenting about the possible crime that you might encounter in e-commerce. Just like the businesses in three-dimensional world, e-commerce also needs protection against criminals. One of the way that criminals use to attack e-commerce website is called botnet. Now the term bot is short for robot. Criminals will distribute malicious software, which is known as malware, that can turn your computer into a bot, kind of like a zombie. And when this happens, your computer can perform automated tasks over the internet without you knowing it. The criminals can use this to commit crime such as fraud and also spreading viruses. Another method of attack is account hijacking, in which criminals obtain username and password through phishing scam. This leads to unauthorized access to customers' accounts and data, such as identity, phone numbers, credit cards, and also bank accounts. A much more elaborate way of attack is when criminals set up a fake website. Now they make a website that looks just like your website. The criminals will ask for confidential data from the customers when customers visit the fake websites. And since the customers do not know that it is a trap, they have given their data to those criminals.
Hi guys, my name is Matthew and I'll be continuing with the e-commerce crime. Continuing with e-commerce crime, another possible offense is credit and debit card fraud. Chargebacks may occur and is a major concern for online retailers. Stolen card details are used to make purchases, and when the victim informs their bank of the unauthorized use, the amount is charged back to the retailer. Once the chargeback has been approved, the financial transaction is cancelled and the victim receives a refund, leaving the merchant out of pocket and with the goods already delivered. Second one is about password cracking. It refers to various measures used to discover computer passwords. It is usually accomplished by recovering passwords from data stored in or transmitted from a computer system. Password cracking is done by either repeatedly guessing the password, usually through a computer algorithm in which the computer tries numerous combinations until the password is successfully discovered. Password cracking can be done for several reasons, but mostly is in order to gain unauthorized access to a computer without the computer owner's awareness. This results in cybercrime such as stealing passwords or in the purpose of accessing banking information. Lastly is about cyber defamation. It is considered to be the act of defaming, insulting or otherwise causing harm through false statement pertaining to an individual or organization in cyberspace. It is commonly done through the internet via websites, blogs, forums, instant messaging and now in the social networking sphere. In some cases, the effects of online defamation could be exponentially worse than in an offline incident due to the globally nature of internet. One example is the defamation case of Parker versus Google. Parker is a copyright owner of publishing e-books online. He has published works on the internet under the name Snodgrass Publishing Group. Parker assumed that a third party copied his work and posted it online without his permission. Parker also assumed that Google provided users with links to websites that portrayed him negatively for his works when users utilized Google's internet search engine.
Hi guys, it's me Prem. As more and more of us are taken to use mobile phone for browsing the web, banking, and shopping, the risk of cybercrime grows even larger on mobile device, which criminals are increasing eyeing as promising new source of revenue. Here are some M-commerce also known as mobile commerce, crime trends to watch out for now and the upcoming years. The first one is electronic eye dropping. Whether you are calling a business to order goods or taking photo of your homes, someone can be listening in electronic eye dropping if possible via a number of different methods. It can be occurred over unsecured Wi-Fi network or through harmful applications. But no matter how it happens, it's very serious security threats that could result in large amount of critical personal information being compromised. Next is virus and malware. While virus and malware that attack mobile phones are still rare, experts advise not only mobile customers but also business to prepare for growth in this kind of attack, creating more secure app or payment system and offering better supports to consumers. Unsecured Wi-Fi threats. Many mobile consumers use public networks for Wi-Fi, which can open them up to criminals who steal their personal information or hijack their interaction with banks and business. Some tests are found that most of Wi-Fi networks can be hacked in 5 minutes or less. On mobile users should do any private business on their cells while on their mobile plans, not Wi-Fi. Lastly is RocketKit installation. IT is particularly steady type of software that install itself on user's device and hide itself from normal modes of detection, letting it operate in secret to get privileged access to computer and its users' information. A RocketKit, when installed on a phone, could affect every part of the phone from the touchscreen to the password. And that's all from my part.
Hello, I'm Akmal, and today I'm going to talk about new security threats of mobile commerce. As more and more companies try to meet the consumer demand for mobile payments, so the need to ensure that those transactions are secure becomes even more crucial. The emergence of mobile commerce has clearly raised some important questions about customer safety. At a time when retailers and regulators are still getting to grips with online payments so that shoppers feel confident about making their purchases on the internet, the arrival of yet another payment channel is set to renew those security questions. The manufacturers of both mobile phones and security software have to ensure that their products reflect those new trends in user behavior. Android-powered phones have already been attacked by various carrying apps which can potentially steal personal information safe and on those devices. Google, the developer of Android, have assured the public that the next version of that software will be a lot more robust. Still, what is clear is that at the moment criminals are a step ahead, and this could be stopping shoppers from fully endorsing M-commerce. Apple took a more cautious approach and individually review each app before it is available to download by iPhone or iPad users. This, however, has been criticized by the developers as too restrictive. It seems that customer safety and their demand for new software do not currently always go hand in hand. On the other end of the spectrum are payment service providers who may not want to support technology which could potentially put buyers at risk. That is why they may delay their endorsement of mobile payments until most of threats are removed. Some of the issues making the mobile payment platform open to cybercrime at the moment is the fact that devices can wirelessly access unsecured networks and the software powering them is often not robust enough to protect sensitive information required to complete purchases. There is also the problem of phones being lost with sensitive information saved on them. That data could be then used by criminals to make fraudulent purchases. It will take time for parties involved in the setup, implementation, and the delivery of mobile payments to identify all the risks and prevention methods. E-commerce businesses who decide to introduce it now will be taking on a lot more unidentified risks than those who decide to wait and have the benefit of hindsight when setting up their platform. Nevertheless, it can be safely assumed that mobile payments are here to stay, as a growing number of consumers want to be able to make purchases on the go. It is now up to the manufacturers, software developers, payment service providers, regulators and retailers to work together to ensure that we all feel confident about the new payment channel.